What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Let's give it up one more time for Eric. This is such a nice venue, such great people, really good food, good music, awesome everything. So hats off to Eric. For those of you guys who don't know me, my name is Rudy Gomez. I'm 25 years old. I grew up in Carson, California. Now currently live in Beverly Hills. We own a wholesale company. We have one office in Miracle Mile. We're actually moving to Beverly Hills on the 15th, so we're going to have a new office. We have a second location in Costa Mesa. I kind of want to hear from you guys. Raise your hand if you've done a deal before. Okay. About half the room. Raise your hand if you are hungry, you're eager, you're super motivated to get your very first deal. Raise your hand. Good. Man, I remember my first deal. It was not easy. I actually started off as a real estate agent. I know I hear a couple of you guys, some of you guys started off as a real estate agent. And I started off as an assistant when I was 17 years old. I was working at the Keller Williams in Cerritos. And I walk in, and I'm talking to the broker. His name's Nick. And I'm like, hey, what can I do to hang out here? What do I have to do? And some guy happens to be walking by. He's like, Armando. He's like, do you need a new assistant? He's like, no. He's like, well, you have one. And that was me. And I got my license as soon as I turned 18 years old, and I sucked at it. It took me 8 months to get my first check, and my first check was less than $2,000. Right. And I tried it. I actually was doing it for about 2 years, and I actually left the industry. So I quit because I almost became a lawyer. I actually transferred schools from a school that I was going to Cal State Dominguez in Carson, transferred to Cal Poly Pomona because they had a better law school program. So I wanted to look good when I applied to law school. And I was talking to a lawyer, and I was like, hey, give me some advice. I want to become a lawyer. And he was like, well, what kind of law do you want to get into? And I was like, well, I want to help people out. I want to get into criminal law first, then get into real estate, finance, maybe some tax law, some boring stuff, right? And he was like, real estate? It sounds like you still like real estate. You can make just as much money, if not more, without putting yourself in debt by doing exactly what you're doing right now. And that really stood out because that's me asking an attorney advice on how to become an attorney, and he's talking me out of it. Right? So I got right back into it. I started working at a Berkshire Hathaway in Gardena, and I went to a meetup in Torrance. That's why meetups are so important. You guys are doing a great job by taking the time out of your day to come to an event like this, and don't just listen to the speakers. Don't just take in the information. Network. Talk to people. Get out of your comfort zone. So I went to this networking event. There was only 3 people there. It was in Torrance. That was the first time I had heard about wholesaling. And I kind of got introduced to it. And I always wanted to be an investor myself. So I was like, well, what better way to learn about real estate investing than to work with real estate investors on a daily basis? So I was like, this is perfect. So I started working at a corporate wholesale company. And while I was working there, I met my business partner. Can we give a big shout out to Miguel? Miguel is awesome, man. We're like the yin and the yang. His strengths are my weaknesses are his strengths. It works out perfect. But anyways, we started working together, and we're like, hey, dude, I think we can figure out how to do this better. Let's figure out a way to do this. And it's funny because on a Friday morning or Friday night, he calls me. He's like, dude, why don't we just quit on Monday? And I'm like, no. Let's wait till June. We have it was a company party. We're top 10% of the company. We're like, dude, we're going to get my own hotel room. We're going to send a business class. Let's wait. And then he was like, dude, think about it. So I slept on it, and it's crazy because that night I had a dream. And it was my broker at the time. And he was like, Rudy, are you ready? And I was like, yes. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yes, I'm ready. As soon as I woke up, I called Miguel, and I was like, dude, let's quit. Monday comes, it's raining, it's cold. It was colder than it is today. I'm sweating bullets, right? I'm about to have one of the most difficult conversations of my entire life because I'm about to quit. And this guy, my broker, he taught me a lot of the things that I knew today, right? We walk in that room together and we sit him down. We're like, hey, it's, we're out and we're going to do our own thing. He's like, what are you going to call it? We said acquired. So since then, we started the company February 5th of last year. In the first year, we accomplished what only 4% of small businesses can do, and that's hit the 7-figure mark. Since then, we've made millions of dollars to our investors. Since then, we've made millions of dollars to our contacts that bring us deals. So whether you're an investor looking to scale your business, looking to add more inventory, or you're a new investor looking to get into your first deal, or maybe you're an agent, or maybe you're a wholesaler that has a deal that they're looking to sell, talk to my team on this table. Get with us. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for giving me the time. I appreciate you. Thanks again, Eric, for giving me the time to sit down and talk to everyone. Thank you.